Open your cupboard and your fridge, grab your ingredients, and let's make this recipe. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to show you how to make the best Jamaican rice and peas. I'm going to show you the traditional way and how to make the perfect rice and peas using the range top. My name is Chef Andre Henry and you're watching Chef Henry Kitchen. I'm going to go over all of the ingredients. 2 cups of red kidney bean / peas. I wash the peas and I have it soaking in water with 4 cloves of garlic. 3 pounds of Basmati rice. 1 coconut. I wash the coconut and I cut it up so my blender can angle it, and this is what I'm going to use to extract the fresh coconut milk. Green onion, oregano leaf, thyme, and a tablespoon of pimento berry. You can use allspice. And also I measure out the salt, and salt is vary. I have the pot onto the stove and I'm going to turn the stove on and I'm going to put it at the highest settings. I am going to add the peas, and in this jug I have water, and I'm going to add enough water to cover the peas. You just want the water to be an inch over the peas. I'm going to let the peas come to a boil. While I'm waiting on the peas to boil, I'm going to start blending up the coconut. So I have my blender set up and I'm going to add my coconut. And I have water into this jug. I'm just going to add some into the blender. Just enough to cover the coconut. And always remember, if you have a smaller blender, add less so your blender can handle it. I'm going to close the blender. And I'm going to start blend. Now the blending is complete. And this is what the blended coconut look like. I'm going to extract the coconut milk, and it's best to have one of these squeeze bags. These are those fruit bags and it works wonders. I'm going to pour the blended coconut into the squeeze bag. You just want to go in and squeeze. I get the coconut milk from the pulp. That's fresh coconut milk. The pot is boiling. I'm going to show you how to sink the peas. The peas are floating. I have cold water into this jug and I'm going to start adding some into the pot. And just look at the peas. All of the peas sink to the bottom. Now I'm going to add 2 cups of coconut milk. And this is when we're going to season the pot. I'm going to add the pimento berry, and this is 1 teaspoon of pimento. The thyme, the oregano leaves, and the scallion / green onion. I'm just going to cut the scallion into the pot. Now I'm going to add salt. I measure the salt, but I'm going to start out with a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to mix it in. I'm going to do a taste. I'm going to add just a little more salt into the pot. And I can tell you, it's the right amount of salt. I'm gonna add some brown sugar, just a teaspoon of brown sugar. What the brown sugar does to the rice and peas, it's just gonna stop you from getting sick after eating the rice and peas. So now you learned something new. I'm gonna place the cover on and cooking the peas this way. We're gonna let the peas cook for an hour. Set your timer. It's been an hour and I'm gonna check on the peas. I'm gonna check the peas. Peas is cooked. This is what your pea should look like when it's cooked. I'm gonna wash the rice. Now I'm gonna wash the rice. I wanna use room temperature water. I'm gonna turn the top on and I'm gonna go in with my hands. Just watch. And as a second, now for the third time. Look at the difference. And this is the fourth and final time. You can see the difference with the water. That means the rice is clean. You can see the rice. I'm gonna throw away this water. And now I finish washing the rice and I'm gonna add the rice into the pot. Now I finish washing the rice and this is what the rice should look like. And I remove some of the water from the peas. I'm gonna add the rice into the pot. I'm gonna stir. And I'm gonna do a measurement. So I'm gonna use the fork and we're gonna measure the rice and see how much water is in the pot. You're gonna measure it on your finger. And that's the right amount of water into the pot. You just want it to be an inch over the rice. Now I'm gonna place the cover on. Now I'm gonna check on the rice and peas. I wanna stir it. It's time to let it steam down. So I'm gonna turn on the stove and let it steam. So I drop the temperature all the way down. I'm gonna let it steam. Remember, it takes 15 to 20 minutes to cook rice, and we are on the 10 minutes mark, so I'm gonna let it steam down for the remaining 10 minutes. I'm gonna check on the rice and peas. The rice is fully steamed and it's ready to serve. Guys, I will see you all for the taste test. Now I have my rice and peas on a plate and I serve it with delicious brown stewed chicken. Also, I'm going to put that brown stewed chicken video up here so you guys can go check it out. I'm going to go in for the taste test. And the rice is nice and shelly. Look at that. I show you everything that you need to know on how to make Jamaican rice and peas. And I give you the traditional way, and I use fresh coconut in this recipe. Taste of the rice, you can taste that coconut milk. You guys can stay there, watch when you are hungry. Watch me eat. This rice and peas you can eat by itself. I don't wanna eat anymore in front of you guys. I want you guys to go and make it and come back in the comment section. Follow everything in the recipe, share with a friend, and also if you're new, hit the subscribe button. Chef Henry is out, and see you on the next one.